but who we're doing it with. So Tomlin not having it, huge blow to their playoff chances. They're 6-1, as you see. They now have only a 10% chance to get into the playoffs. So it feels to me like there was a big picture and a little picture conversation to be had. Let's have them both. Let's start with the game. I promise we'll get to the Claypool play. But, RC, let's just start with the meaning of this, that loss last night, and what you see from your beloved Pittsburgh Steelers on that field.
The meaning of this is that soft football play is becoming a habit for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not an anomaly. It's not a one-off. It's who they are. They are a team that can be physically dominated. They are a team that can show up and look like they haven't been coached throughout the week on how someone else is going to attack them. You think Dalvin Cook's going to get the ball when he comes back after a week off because of his shoulder? Probably so. You think that Kirk Cousins is going to start out throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson early on in the game without Adam Thielen available? Probably so. You think you're going to get the A-gap blitz from Mike Zimmer, who has been doing this since he's been the defensive coordinator in the league? Probably so. All of those things happened in the first half. Now, in the second half, they had a guy in Ben Roethlisberger that was willing to fight. They had a dude in Ben Roethlisberger that was willing to say, you know what, I'm going to put myself on the line. I'm going to continue to take these hits. I'm going to stand in the pocket and deliver these footballs. He was a dude that showed the heart of a champion. You had wide receivers make huge plays on the outside and give you a chance late in the game. But late in the game, some of the self-centeredness, right? Some of the ego, some of the look at me showed up again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's the reason we sit here today with this team having another loss. That's the reason we sit here today with this team continuing to play itself out of the playoffs for the big boys.
Now, I can feel how personal it is for you. And let's get quick takes from everybody else before I get to Claypool and Acho. Again, you play defense. I mean, we showed it in that highlight. Dalvin Cook running. It doesn't. I'm not going to suggest anyone's not trying, but it certainly the effort does not appear at least evident as you watch the tape there. What can we say about them today?
Well, I now understand why Dalvin Cook decided to come back and play in this game. 11 days ago, he separated his shoulder. No one knew if he was going to play. He turned on the field. He said, bro, we're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm about to have a career day. Let me pop my shoulder back into place and get on this field. He had over 150 yards in the first half, and they low-key took the pedal off in the third quarter. And so Dalvin Cook, you saw what I saw. He watched the tape from earlier. He said, I got to get back in this game. Let me get my shoulder back in place.
I tell you what, that whether you mean it or not, that's a pretty profound statement you're making. I mean, throughout basically their entire modern history, the Steelers were the last team you would want to go play against in a circumstance like that. And now there's no arguing with what he just said.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of somebody else shuffling. You know what that is? You shuffle until you hope that somebody else makes the play. And nobody was wanting to make a play. Nobody wanted to tackle. Nobody wanted to get in there and get in the mix because it looked a little physical. I guess I'll just shuffle in here. Hopefully somebody else makes the play. Nobody was making the play.
Danny,
the problem is, that both of these teams, they're not both like crazy playoff teams. We're going to be talking about the Vikings or the Steelers come January.
Right. We'll get to the Vikings a little bit. If the Steelers win that game last night, maybe we are talking about them. We're not doing it here. Danny, big picture Steelers right now, not pretty.
No, and going into the offseason, we know they're going to be looking for a quarterback. There's some other work they have to do. The offensive rebuild around the new coordinator, the new offensive line doesn't seem to have worked. I mean, look, they have some great players. The receivers are making contested 50-50 catches in the comeback. T.J. Watt not on the field had to be a big part of what was wrong with the defense for a good chunk of that game, but they just don't have enough. And Ben Roethlisberger will give you everything he's got. He just doesn't have as much as he used to have, and that's definitely showing up. The margins are so thin. They're just a barely missed 2-point conversion away from losing to the Ravens last week. I mean, this is, at their best, that's what they are. They're right there, almost good enough to win.
So there's all of that, and that all needed to be said. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.